I lost myself because I forgot about my own happiness. So Jared really helped me with that, helped me remember that I need to do this for myself.
You guys should make a video about husbands' perspectives of coaching. Just saying.
We're writing it down.
Because there's so, I mean, I feel like more husbands don't, you know, believe and support in this than do.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, I just wanted to talk to everybody, just hear everybody's why and their goals for the next 60 days. So, who wants to start?
I can start as I'm like, sorry, don't mind me as I'm like getting ready to go out and I'm like doing my hair in the background.
You're all good. Were y'all here last week for last Saturday?
Yeah, so I was on the call last Saturday. That was like my first call ever. I'm brand new coach, so I've only been a coach for like a week. So my why is that my boyfriend and I like love to travel, and we love to like, we have like a boat and all this other stuff that we love to do. And we both kind of decided like kids are not happening for us, so it's just going to be the two of us, and things got really stressful for him last year. Like he was in between jobs, and like it got to the point I found myself like I was grocery shopping for him so that like he wasn't stressed out about money. And so I kind of became a coach because of that. Like I wanted to make sure that that didn't happen again. I wanted to be able to like bring in some extra income so that we can do all those like great things that we love to do. I'm also a full-time teacher, so I do love helping people on top of that. And I had a bunch of girls at work. They were like, oh my gosh, like you've lost a lot of weight. You look great. What are you doing? And kind of came to me, and I was like, oh, well, I can be your coach. So that was my why. My goal this month, I would just really, and like, I'm talking to a couple girls right now about challenge packs, and they're new moms, like both looking to lose baby weight. And so I want to help them do that. And I would love for both of them to become my clients. So that's my goal this month.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So, okay. So here's my thing about your why is that it needs to be, you know, but my why when I first started was I want to make $500 like 6 months from now. Like I did not see the picture of the business. And I was like, you know, I work in the fitness industry, I like helping people, extra baby money, whatever. So turns out that that's not a strong enough why. You know, so your why is got to be really personal to you. So it can't be about your boyfriend. It's got to be just like something that's so strong that, I mean, it can bring you to tears just thinking about it. So just keep that in mind. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, your why is going to change and it's going to evolve and all that stuff. But yeah, it's got to be super strong. Like, where do you want to go travel? Like, you got to like picture it, smell it.
I mean, we just do small trips right now, but like our big trip is like we would love to go to Europe together. Like that's
Where in Europe? All over?
Or yeah, kind of all over London, Rome, Greece, like everywhere. Okay. So we want to do this like whole like 2-week like European excursion.
Okay, when do you want to do it?
I don't know. See, I think I need to set a timeline for that because it's always something that we just talked about, and like now that I feel like I'm doing this, like I feel like I have to set a date. Like let's make this happen by this date, and we haven't. I just haven't done that. So
you need to write this stuff down. Like this needs to be a visual. Like I freaking hate vision boards. I think because they're really hard for me to make.
Yeah.
I'm just not crafty, and I hate PicMonkey. Danielle is like the master at PhD, dude. She's like, oh, yeah, this took me 2 minutes. Fabulous. And it would take me like 5 hours. But anyways, so I just write everything that all my stuff is like just written on sticky notes everywhere. And I will just write my, stuff I want to do and places I want to go. Like, you need to go to bed and like be like visualizing yourself, purchasing your plane tickets, visual, like what's the plane gonna smell like? What's it gonna feel like when you step off the plane? Are you gonna have backpacks? Are you gonna check luggage? Like, you've got to get into those details, because just, I want to go to Europe. Yeah, me too. And I'm 31 and I still haven't gone.
Yeah.
I just want to say a quick little thing that might help with this. When I first had my first daughter 9 years ago, I was living at my parents' house. I didn't know my husband. I was single. And my mom said to me, get a book and write something that you really want for your life. Like something that in 20 years, 50 years, you want this to happen in your life. So I grabbed the book and I wrote, I want to eventually find a man who's going to treat my daughter and I really well. And then I want to marry him, and I want to live in a house in the country near the mountains. And about 3 months ago, I realized that I'm there. And I forgot all about it. But I found that book, and I was flipping through the pages, and I saw that, and I was like, I totally forgot that I wrote this. And here I am, 9 years later. So
it's funny, those pictures, you might see the pictures that she posts of the sunrise and the sunset and the house in the background and stuff. And, a lot of people probably think, yeah, that's nice and all, but the meaning that has for her is so powerful. It's unreal. And like, to be here and feel it is incredible, really.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. So that's a great post too. That's a really powerful post for you to make too.
Oh, I never even thought about that, actually.
Yes. Write that down.
Yeah.
Okay. Meredith?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. All right. Well,
how long have you been a coach?
So I've been a coach since January, technically. I signed up just after Christmas. And my why is kind of twofold. One, and I probably will start crying, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
One, seriously, I don't think I've actually ever spoken this out loud. So, Jesus, sorry. Stay with me. Okay, so the first part is I just had my second son in September.
Congratulations.
And thank you. And for a long time, I've been very concerned about my health. I'm very overweight, and I've been very unhealthy, been eating terribly. So I signed up for me. I wanted to get healthy. I want to be around for my boys. I want to see them grow up. And I want them to be healthy. I don't want them to have my problems. I don't want them to be unhealthy, not know how to eat properly, because I've set a bad example for them. The second part is that I want to be home for them. So I want to work this as a business, and I want to make this something that's profitable for my family. because money is an issue for everybody. And I didn't want to have to go back to work and have all the bills of daycare and all of that. So I want to be home for them and get this off as a business and help us financially to kind of relax a little bit and not have as much debt and worry as we currently do.
Stressful.
It is. So those are my whys.
So I would start by writing down what bills what that you want to get covered.
Mm-hmm.
Like the exact bills that you want to have on auto draft.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that with us.
No problem.
Yeah, just write down the nitty-gritty details. So what are your goals for the next 60 days? Or goals for the month and then 60 days?
Mine personally?
Mm-hmm.
My goal this month is to hit Success Club. And to really focus on my eating. I'm actually making my meal plan as we're talking, to really get down to business with my eating.
Yeah.
And stick to it. Like, I've been fairly good, but I've been bringing in a few more cheats than I should be. And so my goal for this month is to really hone it in and work really hard on myself.
Because that's when your business will,
flourish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, this brings me right to exactly what I was talking about in the post earlier when I suggested the topic. A lot of these whys and a lot of the sort of frustrations that I see people posting in these coach groups, they're all based on the business and they're not based on the personal journey. And the personal journey is what you're selling. The personal journey
That's
is
your
the
business.
business.
Yes.
And I think, by wanting the business and being passionate about it is great, but that's only half of it. I mean, you have to, even if you're living it, if you're not feeling it and pushing that feeling from the depths of your core in your heart, nobody is going to feel that. When you're talking to somebody and trying to sell them on your business, you need them to feel your emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And you need them to sort of, I don't want to say sympathize with you, but they need to co-sympathize
Yeah.
the feeling that you have.
Yeah. Well, they say facts tell, stories sell.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Your story is what's going to sell, not the fact, not the, this works. But
Yeah.
you have to be proof that the product works. You have to be
Yeah.
passionate about it yourself.
The other day, I came to realize that, for the past 2 weeks, I've been really frustrated that nothing has really been happening with me. And I took February, I kind of stopped doing stuff for the business for last month because I took February to remember that this was about me. So I did a whole bunch of personal development. I still posted a little bit here and there, but it was mostly about me remembering that this was about me. And then the other day, I was looking through my pantry and I'm looking through all my food and I'm thinking, probably a big part of the reason this is not working is because I haven't been doing meal preps and I haven't been doing this the way that I should be doing it. And I'm upset with myself for it. So I've been doing this so much for the business side of it that I totally stopped working on what I'm supposed to do with myself. And I think that that's a major part of my problem. So that's what I've been focusing on trying to change this week. So we'll see how it goes.
So with that, you know, I think it's totally fine to take time off from the business if you need. But I think still practicing the minimum threes is so important. Just to keep
Yeah.
even if you're not worried about selling a challenge pack and it's all, you know, focused on you, just still the daily, just the three is just
That's exactly what I did.
perfect.
Yeah.
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 And that's what I'm focusing on now too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Titles.
So what rank is everybody?
I'm Emerald.
Emerald.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi. Sorry I'm late.
That's okay. I'm sorry I was really late earlier. Thank you for doing a call.
Thank
I had
you.
no, okay, so we're talking about everybody's why, and then their goals for the month, and then there's 60-day goals. So
Your turn.
Is it my turn?
yeah,
Mhm.
are you ready?
So I'm a coach. I'm one person away from being Emerald. I don't know.
How long have you been a coach?
I signed up at the end of July, like beginning of August. So since August.
Okay, so what is your why?
Well, I mean, originally I started just because like I wanted to lose weight, and my coach told me that, you know, I could get a discount when I get if I order again. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, you know, I'm down for a discount. So, but then like I really loved how positive she was, and you know, I wanted to do what she was doing, and so she inspired me. And like I'm in the military and I don't like it, so I'm getting out at the end of May. So I don't like working for. It's a lot of things that I don't like about being in the military, and it's just not who I am. I feel like it makes me question my character, and the people that I work with are just, some of them are very phony, very shady. It's just not a good environment for me, for like my sanity. So I just want to do something more positive and inspire others, and I want to make this more into a full-time thing. So
Let's do it.
yeah.
So, awesome. Okay, so I think that's a good why. I do, because it's really personal to you. It has to do with your everyday life, and yeah, I mean,
It sounds like a very good reason to drive towards something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what are your goals for the month?
So I've been talking to one of my friends. Her husband wants to sign up, and I'm trying to work with them to get him to sign up as a coach. So, because like he's in the military, and I know that, you know, you get a discount for being military. So I'm really trying to, like, you know, talk them into signing up, because he wants to get shakes every month. So my goal is to become Emerald. I've been really trying. So become Emerald and make Success Club.
Okay. So Success Club 5. So here's the deal. That person that you're talking to, you can't rely on that person to help you meet Success Club or to hit Emerald. You know, you need to be talking to 30 people and reaching out to so many people if you want this to work. Even if that person, you send them an enrollment, you know, you don't count that until those success call points show up in your back office. You know, I have so many people back out at the last minute. So many
Yeah.
people who say, I'm all in. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. And yes, I can pay today. Still sitting
Never
there.
see them again.
Yeah, they won't answer me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you really have got to, you know, I mean, I guess there's a lot of parts of your why that you probably can't talk about on social media.
Yeah.
But you've got to make yourself vulnerable and talk about some parts of it, little bits and pieces of it. So when you can do this, you have a goal that you're going to hit Success Club by next Friday. If you want, it's got to be your goal.
You have to believe in yourself too.
Yeah, you can do this, and you've got a damn good reason why to do this. You know? So what do you think is so you've been actively coaching since July?
Since August.
What do you think? What have you been struggling with?
Inviting. I mean, I do talk to people about it. Like, people message me all the time and, you know, tell me how great I look, and, you know, I'm motivating them. And then, you know, I've talked to, like, for 2 examples, I talked to 2 girls, and they later on signed up with someone else, which was like, you know, like, it really like felt like a punch to my stomach, because I was just like, wow, like I gave them all the information. You know, I was very helpful. Like, I'm never pushy. And I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing, but I give them the option of, you know, there's this and then there's this other program, you know, whichever you think is best for you. And maybe because I give them the choice, that they just, I don't know. So, I mean, that's just what I'm struggling with.
I don't normally give people options, and you always follow up in 2 days. Don't ever wait more than 2 days to follow up. And I've just started recently going in. So I use Asana, because I'm always working from my phone, but so I can see like what my follow-ups are going to be for the next day, and I'll go and I'll comment on their page. So then, like, when I go and follow up that next day, it's like I'm already like, you know, kind of in their head because they've seen my comments on their page. So you need to be reaching out to people. Don't wait for them to come to you.
Yeah.
You've got a great thing to offer, you know, with the business, and that's hard. Inviting to the business is hard, but inviting to your challenge group, like, you know, make your event page. Every month I make 8 event pages and invite every single female I'm friends with every month. If they're sick of it, they can unfollow me or unfriend me. I don't care. You shouldn't care. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, if your job sucks that bad, then don't care. Start inviting. Like, what I find helpful, and cold invites, they're fine. Are you adding to your network?
Yeah, so I mean, I started inviting or friend requesting a couple random people from like these Facebook groups I joined, but like I don't know how to go about just like, do I just request everybody, or like how do you know who to request?
So I started with family. I did my sister first, and if we had 5 or more mutual friends, I friend requested all of them. We now have like 700 mutual friends. But then I did my mom, and then I did my little brother, and then I did the most popular girl in high school. I mean, somebody that I wasn't friends with. But she had a bunch of friends, and we had mutual friends, and that's where I started. And now I do it in groups, but it's harder in groups because you don't, for me personally, I have a hard time in groups because I don't want them to think that that's why I'm friending them. I mean, even though it's why I friend everyone else. I don't know. But I'm in a weird group, so. Yeah, so are you in what kind of groups are you in?
I'm in like this eating and drinking San Diego group, which is like talks about all these restaurants here. Like some New York ones, like sport groups, like the sport teams in New York. Yeah, I'm not in really that many, but
You should get in military groups, women military groups. And, I mean, whatever, you're struggling with, I bet there's a lot more women struggling with whatever you're going through as well. Start conversations with them. Yeah, it might seem awkward at first, but all this is awkward at first.
yeah.
I mean, making a simple post is awkward at first. So
there's no business anywhere in the world that's not, you're going to have to put yourself out there somewhere for whatever reason. I mean, you have to be the face at some point.
And you know what? When I've been doing this since August too, like it was in July when I signed up, and most of my friends, like I have helped 9 people, and only like 2 of them are my friends. And the majority of my friends, since I started this whole thing, they also started getting healthy and fit. And 4 of them went to a different Beachbody coach, and they were like really good friends of mine. And most of these other people just started doing their own way, going to the gym or doing different videos. And that's going to happen a lot. So you just need to not, it sucks. And it really bothered me at first. But the past couple of months with all the personal development I've been doing, I've been realizing that it doesn't matter. You just need to keep pushing forward, because in order to have success, you have to fail and you have to believe in yourself.
And again, this is part of the whole topic of, it's a personal journey. It's not, you didn't join this for the business and then the personal fitness, because the personal fitness is the business, right?
why aren't you a coach?
Because I have other time commitments and I don't feel like I can commit enough to be
Full butter.
in my own standards. I don't feel like I could commit enough to it.
You need to be a coach.
Well, I am a coach. I mean,
He's my coach.
I've played high-level hockey most of my life. I've been coached by really great coaches. I've got, a lot of great things to offer, and I'm willing to offer them, but, when I can, basically.
Yeah. Well, y'all can be like a superpower couple. Both.
Yeah.
Okay, so Carla, what are your goals for the month?
I haven't reached Success Club in a few months now, and that's a big goal for me, and I'm not going to let it bring me down, but it is a really big goal for me this month. And sending people messages. I have a really big problem sending people messages, and that's why I haven't hit Success Club. Following up, I've never done it. So, and I have a ton of people who I should have followed up with.
And she gets all kinds of flack about it too.
And he gives me all kinds, he's always on my case. So,
Okay, so what I was going to say about, sorry to interrupt, about the with your friends not being, not joining you.
mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't want to be coached by their friend.
Yeah.
They don't want to be told what to do by
They
someone.
don't want to show weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
they don't want to feel inferior to their friends.
Yeah.
Mhm. And I get it. And I've had people that knew my coaches better than they knew me, and they were like, I want to do with you because I don't know you.
Yeah.
And I've had, I mean, none of my close friends have done this, have done a group.
Yeah. I have one really close friend who started and is still doing it.
Awesome. Okay. 60-day goal.
My 60-day goal is to reach Ruby. I'm having this negativity about it in my head because I keep saying that I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, but I need to get over it and just focus on doing it.
What does your downline look like right now?
I have my husband.
Are you Emerald?
I'm a discount coach.
Yeah,
I know,
he's just a
but-
discount.
Okay.
And then I have another friend who says that she's really interested in coaching, and that's why she signed up. But she's always she doesn't do anything. She says, "Oh, I don't have time to do this." She asks me to do everything for her.
Don't.
I don't. I had to get mad at her once because I was trying to post stuff. I was putting my kids to bed. I had like 4 things on the go right at that moment, and she's messaging me, asking me to go on my computer to look for something for her because she was laying in bed watching TV. And I was like, listen, that is not happening because I am a mother of 3 children and you don't have children and you're watching TV and I'm dealing with like 5 different things right now. So,
Okay, so you need to find new coaches.
yes. Yes, I do.
And because, yeah, that's not going to work.
So maybe my 60-day goal should be more signing up more realistic coaches.
Yeah, I mean, and I think, you just sharing your journey and, sharing even why you took a little time off and why you've been just focusing on yourself and, how that's number one in our business.
I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
Bye.
Can I ask a question about having coaches in your downline? I logged into my Beachbody coach office today, and all of a sudden there's this random person under me, and I was like, okay. I'm like, I'm brand new. Who is this person?
Okay, so anybody that's above you in your genealogy, it's super confusing at first. Anybody that's above you, when Danielle signs people up, they're gonna go under you. They're not your coaches, though.
Okay, I'm like, what is this? Okay.
Why do I have new coaches?
I was like, wow.
This is why you want to go Emerald, your first month. And because that's when you start collecting volume. And so all those coaches that are being put under you, they are going to earn you volume. And that's when you start collecting your volume, and volume is just a whole nother call. But you need to be focusing on, when you sign your discount coaches up or your working coaches, on switching from your right leg to your left leg every time. Don't have it on automatic placement. Set your preferred placement and go from right to left or left, whatever. Because you want to have an even amount until you get to diamond. Because you have to have.
How do you do that?
Okay, hold on.
I looked at my placement, so I found that in my back office, and I am on just auto placement right now. So I found where that was. I just didn't know what to do for my like custom placement. Like I didn't know what settings it should be on, I guess.
Okay, so I don't know if Danielle's talked to you about how the importance of signing up a family member or your spouse, anyone that you can as fast as you can.
Okay.
You want to, as soon as you can. I mean, normally I tell my coaches, I'm like, okay, so I know you just bought a challenge pack, but if you can, sign that person up on your weak leg ASAP. So I can't tell you what your weak or your strong leg is. It depends on what leg Danielle you are on of Danielle's. So yeah. So you want to have that person as close to you in the genealogy as possible. And you just can let them sit there as a coach. But as soon as you can, as soon as you make yourself emerald, you start making them emerald, and you keep that person emerald, because they can sit there for 3 years and just collect volume. And then when you're ready to make them diamond and to start really working their business too, it's awesome. And then every time somebody signs up and they don't, for some reason, they don't want to sign up as a coach, as a discount coach, then I place all of them under my husband, because then you get double volume. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sign my boyfriend up today. So
Good. So make sure that you find out which side is your weak leg.
So is my weak leg just what I don't have people under, or?
Okay, so here's where you go and you change it. You go to set preferred placement. I'm like pointing at my talking seat. And then, so after somebody shows up that they've signed up, then I go in and I switch it to left. So, or whatever. So then the next person, it's already there.
Okay.
Right.
What's the placement ID? Their customer number or coach number?
Oh, I don't do anything for that. That's just like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just do right and left.
So you just switch that, and then the next time, do you switch that before you sign a new coach up or after you sign a new coach up?
After. So then it's there.
Okay, so the next coach will go into the different leg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Very cool. Thank you so much, Katie.
Yeah. I wish somebody had told me that when I started working.
Oh yeah, for sure. Danielle told me to set it so that it would do that, but that placement ID totally confused me.
Me too.
I had no idea what that was.
I sat there and I was like, I don't know what any of this means, so I'm not gonna do it.
So lost.
So what it means is, hold on. Oh, that doesn't look like I thought it was going to. Never mind.
Hate it when that happens.
Oh, here we go. So,
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
So this, yeah, the placement ID is like one of these spots somewhere, like, yeah.
Gotcha.
But this goes
What
like,
do different colors mean?
so, okay.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
legend at the top.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Oh, I have a spot right here. Ooh. Okay, so like ideally, like my husband would be here. Would be here. I'm pointing at it again, sorry. Yeah. But he's down here. And like I don't know her. She was a coach put under me. And yeah, so that's all that stuff. Yeah, it's confusing. Volume's definitely confusing for me. What else were you asking? Let me see if I can show you which one your strong and your weak is. So I'm right under Anita. Or not right under her, but okay. So my right leg volume is 1,242.
Yeah.
So that's my strong leg.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
My left leg 735. So whichever one, like, you have a crazy amount of volume that you don't know where it came from, that's your strong leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you, as soon as you find a coach that like says right off that any coach that I've signed up that says that they want to work the business, don't make these mistakes that I made. So I was focused a lot on having my volume, like the way the team cycle bonuses work is you pretty much want your left leg to be half the amount of your right leg or your strong leg. It's a 2-to-1 ratio for your strong leg to your weak leg. So I was placing a lot of coaches on my left leg. And then now I have one working coach on my right leg, and I've got 4 with my husband on my left leg. So, yeah, that's scary that I have lost ranks so many times, and could lose it just like that because I have one person there. And I've signed up like 10 coaches in the past couple of months that say they want to work the business. Guess what? Not one of them did it. So, yeah. So don't do that. Just keep alternating, and you just never know who's going to do it and who's not. And one of my best coaches is under my husband. So I was just trying to get him to keep his emerald rank. And turns out she's a fantastic working coach that is like kicking butt. So yeah, it sucks, but you just keep going. Okay. So where did we leave off? Did you set your goals?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I think I did. One thing I wanted to say that I have actually never done, when you have 3 people in common, like when you go to add people and you find that you have the 3 people in common or whatever, one of the things that Michelle and I talked about this morning that I've never done is messaging those random people that you don't really know. So when you add somebody that you don't really know very well, make sure you message them like a few hours later, the next day or something, saying, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request or whatever, and maybe trying to just kind of get personal with them so it's less awkward, I guess.
Go kind of creep their page a little bit and have a look at their pictures and find things in common with them. And,
Yeah.
And, just chat up some small talk for a little while and sort of befriend them a little bit.
Yeah. That's something I've never done. And when Michelle said that today, I thought, oh, that's a really good idea.
It's hard. It's because, I think it's so hard because sometimes I have a lot, it's like, we have the debates going on, and it's like everybody just posts political stuff. I'm like, I'm not talking to somebody about that right now. And and everybody has kids, and that's just pictures of their kids, and I'm like, I don't know what to talk to you about this.
Yeah, that's my problem too. That's why I've never done it. And Michelle says she has a little script that she has, but it's mostly just, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. You know.
You know what everybody has in common is they're people, you know, and they have
Friends
daily
in
struggles.
common.
They have, you know, maybe you just reach out to somebody and ask them for, you know, tell me a story, make me smile. Like, I'm having a rough day and I'm sick of all the people in my life constantly bringing me down, and I'm just reaching out to new people to see if I can maybe make a new friend.
Yeah, that's what
You know,
Michelle
like,
said.
This world is so screwed up these days. Like, you know, just kind of off topic story, but I held the door for a lady at the bank the other day, and she was, you know, probably 10 years older than me. And I held the door for her, and the look she gave me was like, she kind of looked at me like as if I was hitting on her. You know, I was simply holding the door for her, and she looked at me like I was hitting on her. And, you know, I wanted to throw the door at her. Like, I just thought, like, where is this world going where you can't even be polite anymore without being offensive, like hurting somebody's feelings or whatever the case is, you know? It's just,
That's wild.
I think we need to people really need to kind of reach back to their grandparents,
Yeah.
who, you know, and like, just talk to a stranger, like just say hello to somebody, make eye contact with them and talk to them. And, you know, everybody has things in common. It doesn't matter if you have kids or don't have kids or you don't drive or you know, are in the military or, I mean, everybody, we're all people and we all have emotions, and that's in common with everybody.
Yeah.
And why can't we talk about that?
Michelle said that sometimes she'll just say, I just enjoy making new friends, and that's why I added you, basically. You know, thanks for accepting my friend request. I really enjoy making new friends. Something like that.
Okay, so I have to go. I'm so sorry. But Katie, you were super helpful. I'm really excited that I figured out like the placement stuff. So thank you so much.
So, girl, you'll be Emerald in like so soon.
Okay. Bye, guys, and I will be on the next call. Bye.
Awesome. Thanks for coming. Bye.
But
Bye.
Okay. So, did you set your goals, Stephanie?
I don't really know what, like, I don't know. I don't know what to
Hope for.
Yeah.
so one thing I noticed with your why and your story is you joined this, you wanted to do this because you saw something in someone else that you wanted for yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
So if your plan is to jump into this and sort of be that example for somebody else, I think there's really only one way you can do that, and that is to forget completely about the business
And work on.
and go and find yourself a book called The Way of the Peaceful Warrior by Dan Millman and read that book and, you know, really sort of take a lesson there, because I don't know, like, I don't know you and whatever, and I don't know your story, but I can see all over you that you have something inside of you is holding you back, and you know, you just want to let it out, but you're afraid to. And
Yeah.
I think you need to go in search of a medium to allow that to happen.
Yeah, that book
But-
is a really, really good book for that.
I don't have my pen or I have my phone. I want to,
Amazing book. I cried at the end because I was like, wow.
I need a good one.
Yeah.
The best part about that one is it's on Audible.
Yeah. So
What's
you
it
can
called?
The way of the peaceful warrior. The author is Dan Millman.
Got it. So I think it's a good idea, or I know it's a good idea when you have your goals, like specific dates. So, you know, you've got to believe in yourself, and you can definitely go make it to Emerald this month, Stephanie. And, you know, I mean, that's just what you should do just as a minimum for your business because you want it. And then, you know, but make the main focus of your month about you.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you do need to get to Emerald as soon as possible to start, you know, just because this is your business.
Yeah.
It'll make you feel very proud of yourself too.
Yeah.
And it'll make you feel more like you can do this. You'll be like, wow, I reached this goal. Awesome. Okay. Even if afterwards you take a little break and you're like, okay, I'm going to do just the 3 vital behaviors and focus on myself this month. But that reaching that emerald and not allowing it to be in the hands of one person, I think is also very important. And it'll be good for your self-esteem and your confidence.
It's powerful.
It is.
Even though
It was really powerful for me.
Mm-hmm.
When I got that letter in the mail and I got the bracelet, I was like, oh my God, look at this. I was all excited. I shared it on Facebook and everything.
It's
Stephanie,
exciting.
how old are you? How old are you, Stephanie?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I'm 27.
And what do you do in the military?
I'm an engineer, so gas systems turbine technician. So like working on the engines and stuff like that.
How long have you done that?
I'm almost at my 4-year mark, so my contract is ending in June, so.
Well, I'm Canadian, but I've got a big respect for military people. I've had family in the military and stuff, and you know, I think like, you don't seem to have a lot of confidence, and I'm not sure why. Like, you've been through a lot of stuff that a lot of people haven't been through, and you're probably quite strong. I think you need to find that and put it on the stage. Don't be afraid of it.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of it.
I bet a lot of people look at you and they're like, wow, look at her. She's amazing, you know? And you need to remember that. And you need to think about yourself that way because people see you that way. I see your posts and I see your page and I see all this stuff and I'm like, wow, look at her. She's in the military. Like my uncle's in the military. He used to be a judge advocate general. And I totally have looked up to him my whole life. And anytime I see anybody who even has the confidence to do something like go into the military, I am blown away by that. And I think it's amazing what you do. And I think you should really have more confidence in yourself and remember how amazing you are.
Don't be afraid to push that stuff out there and be proud of it.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Definitely. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. Will y'all speak on my team call?
You know what? I've been kind of thinking, I don't know if anybody's interested in astrology or knows anything about astrology or anything like that, but I'm big into astrology. I've always been into it. And I've been sort of watching all this stuff and, you know, listening to what people are saying and things like that. And I haven't really noticed anybody who's sort of taken the approach, but I'm sort of trying to put together, I just started thinking about it in the last day or so, but I want to put together like a webinar, seminar type of thing and sort of teach people how to incorporate astrology into their pitch. Because when you can understand somebody at a fundamental level and how they really truly operate, because I mean, if we're being honest, everybody's kind of a cookie cutter. You have your individual thing, but your astrology, I mean, it doesn't lie, and everybody fits into it somewhere. And if you can learn to pinpoint people's astrology, you can approach them in a way that they're going to be way more receptive.
Yeah.
You know, and I use it, like I'm a trucker, you know, and I use that when I meet people, like when I look for jobs, or if I'm looking for somebody who wants to work for me, I'll use astrology because it helps me to understand kind of who I'm dealing with. And I think if more people sort of understood it for what it is versus just the sun sign they get in the newspaper, I mean, it's very complex and there's a lot more to it than that.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're into it already, it helps. If not, it's something new to look at, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. So if I recently started listening to this podcast called Your Virtual Upline. Like, so awesome.
Where is it on the Beachbody website?
No, it's just on like your podcast on your on iTunes.
Oh, I have an Android.
Well, I don't know how Androids work, but do they have
I'll find podcasts, I'm sure.
But it's really good. So they do talk. He talks a lot about the different personality types. Not so much, not astrology, but how to talk. You know, how to figure out who you're talking to and how to approach it differently.
Mhm.
If he talks more about it with recruiting and stuff, but yeah, it's still really interesting to, you know, find out which he does them all in references to like different fish, but or different
It's
sea.
all the same. Some people use colors. You know, there's all kinds of different books and red
Yeah.
personalities and blue personalities and this and that. But I mean, it's all the same basic principle.
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain types of people, and if you can crack their egg, you can get in there.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just some people, it doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter what you have, it doesn't matter if they need what you have. If you don't talk to them the right way, they don't want it from you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. And that's everything. That's buying a car, that's, you know, applying for a job, even, like everything. Doesn't matter. So that's kind of where I think it could be a big thing for a lot of people. Like if they have an understanding of it already, it would be very simple to sort of shift the perception a little bit and give them a major key to success, I think.
Yeah.
And also personally, like I know myself, if I didn't study my own astrology, I would be a different person, because I know I can look at what's happening day to day and I can tell myself definitively whether it's my mood or whether it's the astrology. You know, is it something like when I get upset or when something pisses me off and I'm losing it, or when I'm having one of those days where it's like nothing goes right, the first thing I do is check the astro forecast, because 9 times out of 10, that will tell me why I'm feeling this way and why nothing is going right today, and whether or not it's my fault or if I can just relax and let the universe do its thing, you know? And it sounds a lot like hocus pocus kind of BS, but
No.
anybody who really knows the stuff knows that it's very real. And it's people have questioned me a lot of times and told me they don't believe in it and all of this. And I ask them if they believe in the current mood and how the mood affects the current and affects the tide, you know, and it's that energy from all the planets that affects us on a day-to-day basis. And a lot of people don't know that, but it's very real.
I did my first Reiki session, and yeah, I believe in all that stuff.
It's all about the vibrations.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to go and stepping outside of your comfort zone. I am doing this charity dance thing. I have 2 left feet, and this is like my living nightmare. Um, so
That's
I'm
awesome though that you're doing that.
so I'm going to have to go run and meet my dance partner. So okay.
90% attitude, 10% skill.
Here we go. Thank you guys so much. It was so great getting to talk to y'all. And yeah, if anybody needs anything until Danielle gets back, I'm here. And I was gonna do either a webinar or do like a kind of like a all day happy hour on Wednesday. So you guys, your whole team is more than welcome to join and to, you know, make a video, and yeah, y'all, the whole team's welcome to join me and do it. Because last time we did one with y'all, none of my team even showed up. No.
So is it on your page? Can I just go on your Facebook page and find it on there, or?
I'll just post it in the team page.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. I think Danielle would be okay with that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. How long is she gone for?
I think it's only a few days. I'm not really sure.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Katie.
Yeah, let's kick some butt.
Bye.
Bye.